Today I want to have a look at the project TokenStars Ace, and 1 day 15 hours left until the end of the ICO. The guys are doing really well. They got a little bit less than $5 million, but let's get into the project, what it's about and why, in my opinion, this is very interesting product. So, TokenStars is the first project to tokenize people, mostly specialized on celebrities. So, this project will allow swapping sport-specific tokens, AC for tennis, golf for football, and others later on. So, for the general star index token, so early supporters will get a priority seat in the launching verticals. What about ACE tokens, you will ask? The ACE tokens are created by Tokens Stars Group Limited VBI company. You can check all the documents easily. They provide the company number so you can see their legal documents. So it's a business company incorporated in the British Virgin Island. The ACE tokens are software with cryptographic elements that are sold out as a utility appliance for the ACE platform. Thus, the ACE tokens are based on the Ethereum protocol and conform to the widely used ERC20 standard, right? And there is couple use of ACE tokens, such as means to use and to interact with the ACE platform, form of expression of ACE community opinion. So basically, as I understand, you will get a voice, and your voice will be included and counted. It will be also form of settlement and means to power ACE platform compensation system. So you will benefit as a holder of ACE tokens in those ways. Also, very interesting things they're saying that there will be obligatory for sponsors to pay the ACE agency fees in tokens, and the tokens will be released already on 7th of November, so 7 days after the ICO will finish. So let's get more into that. Look what they are really doing. There's been few parts from the white paper as a starter, but this video could be really long. This is not a financial advice. This is just for educational purposes, guys. So get it here and prepared to listen about this interesting ICO, right? So currently there is 5% bonus of 5 BTC or higher, right? There was a little bit higher before, and there will be also 40% bonus when you first convert ACE into vertical tokens. So what they're doing is tokenizing celebrities, athlete, actors, rock bands, musicians. They start with tennis and football. Afterwards, they will include poker, basketball, hockey, model, actors, and musicians. So the product vision that the blockchain-based celebrity management is decentralized, and there will be AP for advertisers and digital agencies, talent application scoring system, all this good stuff. There is 66 pages of white paper, so if you're interested, definitely go into that and read yourself, but I will try to cover as much as I can. I read all the white paper. It took me sometimes. I want to tell you more about the project, guys. So this was the how they gone their roadmap. Quarter 2017, develop smart contract. Quarter 4, create tokens. and release platform beta, release talent duplication system. Afterwards, they will release scouts activity. I will talk more about that as well soon when I will go to the white paper. Release promoters activity in Q2 2018. That's all not far, guys. That's already like in half year time. That's not really far. Release user analytics dashboard. Okay, they're telling why they have chosen blockchain because it's a global community. Uh, they brought the international network of scouts and promoters. It's definitely transparent because like blockchain is transparent. There is no doubt in that. They're avoiding the third party uh, like they don't need to pay someone commission. Like scouts will receive 10,000 bonds for every this signed player. So straight away you got some connections. You can say, "Hey, TokenStars, I know that LeBron he wants to get even more famous, and just sign up a contract with them, and get paid for that. It will be faster transactions. Mm, uh, so eliminating middlemen is that's same as no third party, I guess. Lower transaction costs, definitely. All this bank transaction cost a fortune. Smart contract is public. You can view it on GitHub. About a roadmap I was talked about before. So they make some estimations on signed stars estimated. They plan to sign 200 stars by 2020. So I think this will be really like big stars, and like I would say about $20 million in TokenStars commissions. Uh, so the team is 25 years experienced professionals. As I understand, it's very hard to say why they put those here, but I believe they made the partnerships with Groupon, Rumble Group, which is huge, as same as Mail Group in Russia. They're huge, and Evernote, basically, guys, you know. And this is lower country. I think it's kind of a sports star, probably. I'm not sure what the brand is. Groupon is huge, as you know. So the team member is Pavel Stukov, is CEO. He's really public. There's many interviews out there. He's investment professional. Pavel closed deals worth 250 million in venture investments. That's really good background, as most of those people got really great background. This is star team, I would say. They're making token stars, and this is a star team. Definitely, they got lots of not lots of few just advisors, but from Mail Group, which is the company which is nearly $9 billion market cap. Then they got Alexander and Yevgeny, right? They got few investors. I think those who backed them up before they started. There was the token fund, and what like what I was really amazed that there is already a few stars signed up a contract with them, such as Veronika Kudrymatova. It's a tennis player because they're starting with tennis. I will show you this in the white paper. Then Anastasia Myskina, she's worldwide famous, number 2 in VTA rating. That's huge. She's Russian Federation Cup team captain, vice president of the Russian Tennis Federation. So she's one of the top players in the world and probably the best player in Russia. I'm not that big fan of tennis, but even I know who is she, and that's a big name in the tennis world, no doubt in that. They got already scouting advisor with certifications, which is nice, and they got Maya Korilova, who got 11 years experience in talent management, basically to find the people, as I understand. So this is their business ecosystem. Um, so you can meet and play with stars, receive tickets to events, video chats with celebrities. Wow, this is pretty cool. So you can chat with messengers. You can straight away to talk with celebrities. I think maybe it will cost some tokens, but no one is providing that opportunity so far, isn't it? So, as I said, in 2017, the first aim is tennis and football, esports, poker, and stage 2 is basketball, hockey, movie actors, and music bands. Because this is way different money as far as I know. Like hockey, like movie actors and music bands, hockey and basketball. As I know, it's way bigger contracts in amount of money, but I could be wrong. But that's my pure opinion, and as far as I know, I could be wrong. Um, so there will be token allocation, 60% to contribution. There will be overall 165 million tokens, and 20% to community, 20% team advisors. So pretty simple. Um, they're saying how they're gonna allocate all the funds they're gonna raise. So they've been covered in Forbes, HuffPost, and in Inc. and many more. So they're definitely public people. Um, so um, how they gonna make money? That's very interesting moment, right? They will receive 30% commission from the player sponsorship contract because they're gonna invest the money into the young talents because they got all already settled, all the people on the team. They can find out young talents. Like I read in a white paper that a young tennis player needs $100,000, if I remember correctly. It was per year on also equipment. Um, they need a coach, a trainer, and all this stuff. Everything is very expensive. Tennis is really expensive. Um, it's very expensive sport, and the idea is that this young talent will win the few tournaments, and they will afterwards to sign up contract. And as a TokenStars, as early investor into young talent, they will get the commission from the sponsorship contracts afterwards. And the revenue will be converted into tokens, what is important. That's why the token will rise. They're not planning to do it in fiat, but only in tokens. And this business model is already working. That's very important. And there was a good example of Veronica Commercial, who's first signed up a contract with them, tennis player, right? And she was introduced by a scout and is close to signing the first advertising contracts for $82,000, forming the revenue stream for the agency. The story will continue. About the fundamental value of Face tokens, I already told you. Who will buy your tokens? So, traditional blockchain audience, institutional investors, and sport fans. So there will be always a demand for this token. In medium long term, this is a really good investment. There will there is also a video about them. It's like a couple of minutes, so if you want to just go in and watch it. They got I just log in with my account here, and so Ace token is that much of BTC, and it's pretty simple. You just type in that you want. 10,000 tokens. This will be 1 Bitcoin and an Ethereum 19.5 Ethereum. There is a promo code and how you want to invest. I agree to all the terms and conditions and get address for payment in Bitcoins. I will leave my link if you want. I will get 5% bonus on it. So this was simple instructions how to invest into that. They got also a Bitcoin talk account. It's pretty active. They got Telegram of more than 800 users. You can talk straight with the team. They got Slack channels, so the public subscribe to the channels, guys. Twitter, they got nearly 1,500 followers. And yeah, the white paper, 66 pages, guys. So I will go really quickly upon that. So there was a project overview. So I already covered that. So there will be Scout Global Network, Promoters Global Network, and Analyst. So that's pretty simple. And I want to just cover a few quick things. So this is about $82,000, which I said that their first successful deal with a tennis player. So they're saying that young tennis players need funding, right? There was it's the white paper is so in depth and discussing every single moment, like every questions you have, you will find the answer in the white paper. I'm definitely sure that I had so many questions. I read the white paper, no doubt in the project at all. But that's not a financial advice. That's for educational purposes and to understand what is TokenStars, what are the opportunities on the market. So as I said, estimation of training cost for junior is about 100,000 a year. So if you're a young, talented sport player and like it's insane to get that much money, like if your parents can't invest that much money in you when you're young, so you will struggle or you won't be famous and big. You will just lose your talent, right? So successful players earn millions. There is no doubt in that. A player with won 5 tournaments victories usually earns $5 to $9 million. 3 titles and a $7-8 million Australian Kevin Anderson. Prize money over the courses of primarily players' careers. That's huge numbers. And if they invest correctly and they got everyone in the team to invest those money correctly, they will benefit in that a lot. Also, don't forget that the stars got contracts like with Nike, Mercedes-Benz, Visa, Rolex, and all those big luxury brands. Serena Williams have 5 years contract with Nike for $55 million. Swiss star Roger Federer got $100 million contract for 10 years. That's just insane number of money. So they're comparing to traditional sports agencies, how they're doing the business. Like the number, the first agency on the market, agency commission is 290 million. And contract years 1,128. They're saying that many athletes are really disappointed currently what's happening on the market, so they're trying to get in and change it. That's about the ACE token, ACE module, how it will work. I basically discussed it, and there's a use of tokens. That's already told how they're gonna be used and start the vision. That's a really huge white paper, as you see, guys, right? I read it all. And yeah, team and advisors, and pretty much that's it for this video. Um, so that was TokenStars. One day, 15 hours is left. And hit like, comment the video, follow my account on YouTube, and have a good evening. See you in the next video. Bye.